Corrie's Kimberly Hart-Simpson teases permanent return as Nicky and Daisy come to blows. Something went wrong, please try again later. Coronation Street's Kimberly Hart-Simpson has teased a permanent return for her character Nicky, and Daisy Midgley could be in trouble as the pair look set to become love rivals. Fans of the ITV soap last saw sex worker Nikki Wheatley in September 2020 when she briefly romanced Daniel Osborne after the tragic death of his wife Sinead Tinker. The pair spent time together in various hotel rooms as Daniel fought his grief, but looked set to become more than just a professional partnership as Nikki got closer to her former client. And now actress Kimberly is back and she's had a huge career change. She will return to the cobbles as a teaching assistant at Weatherfield High, which of course puts her in close proximity with teacher Daniel, who is currently rekindling his romance with Daisy. Speaking to Daily Star and other press, Kimberly hinted she could be back for good and would love to be made a regular Corrie character. She gushed, "This is not for everyone, but I like vision boards, things that I want in life I want to see in front of me on the daily, it gives me direction and purpose." On the day of getting the call about Corrie, "I just done a vision board of the 10 things that I want in my life in general," and Corrie went on there, "and I pinned it up, and I wrote the reason for it. I wrote what it would feel like if I got the call, what would happen next, and who I'd tell first. This is all part of something I read online," she explained. Image. Instagram, the star continued. "I did that, and within 2 hours I got the call to see whether I wanted to go back. Whether that's the power of my boards, I don't know, but I think that solidified me, having that vision. I make no secret of the fact that this is where I want to be in life. I love this show, and this has been by far the best job I've ever had." Nikki's exit didn't feel like it was a full stop, "I thought it was a semicolon, and I'm back now for the other part." And on the future of Nikki's cobbles journey, Kimberly said, "As actors, you sit at home and you start storyboarding for everyone else and think of ways you could come back in. And as a teaching assistant, I promise you now was the last thing I was thinking of. But when I thought about it, it made complete sense. Of course you've got this phenomenal young cast at the minute in Corrie that brings in all different storylines, and I was like, of course, that's amazing." Image. Instagram, "I think most people think Nikki would come back with a baby in tow, but this is outside of the box thinking. So when I heard, I said, this is so good and obviously unexpected. But while it's good news for Kimberly and her character, it might not be quite as good news for Daisy, as Kimberly hinted she and Nikki could come to blows. She said, "I think it's going to be spicy. I think that this is when Corrie is at its absolute fiery best, 2 women and someone in between them. Daisy and Nikki show similar traits, and that will be really interesting how that works out, but I think she might see Daisy as catnip. There will be sit-down, little girl vibes. It will be really good to see that, but I think they probably have similar interests really. If you sat them down and they both did a little quiz about themselves, they'd have similar answers." She added, "I can see powerful things for those two if they become a team. I just think if you get that dynamic together, the kind of TV you can make is phenomenal."